Welcome back from that break, and still into our conversation. We'll be looking at orphanages in Abuja, and here with me is the co-founder of Halal Children's Home, in person of Khadija Fashina. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, madam.
You're welcome.
Fine, thank you.
So, orphanages in Abuja, and you're one of the co-founders of the Halal Children's Home. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
So what are the state of orphanage in Abuja?
In terms of the children welfare, how to develop them psychologically, and how to integrate them back into society, that's the forefront of all the work that we do at Halal Children's Home.
Okay.
Yeah.
How receptive is the community towards the orphanage home?
Okay, we started at Lube, and the community was very receptive.
Okay.
At the time we started in 2014, UNESCO said that there are about 13 million Nigerian children out of school. And that's what prompted us to start the orphanage and saying, okay, if you can't do great things, I can't remember who said that, we can't do great things, but you can do small things in great ways. And that's what made us start in 2014. But as we stand, there's about 20 million, same UNESCO. This year, we've got 20 million children out of school in Nigeria. I didn't say all over the world, in Nigeria. So it's just the tip of the iceberg. We need more people coming in. We need to do more, definitely.
For someone that is interested in fostering or adopting a child, what are the procedures? And then how do your own organization get to choose and feel that person is right for that child?
First of all, the child doesn't belong to us. It's a child of the state. Okay. So the children are with us, and we are just holding a place for the state. Okay. Yes. So what you do, it starts from the government and it ends with the government. So it's the government who bring the children to us, and when the children go to whom is also the government. From here in Abuja here, you start from the Social Development Secretariat, the Gender Department of the Social Development Secretariat. Okay. I think now it's been changed, yes. You actually start from the family court, where you make an intention, you fill a form to let them know that you have the intention of adopting a child. Then from the family court, I think the family court secretary sends the application to the Social Development Secretariat at the FCT. Okay. It's in Area 10, the Arts and Culture Center. I think it's on the top floor of the Arts and Culture Center. And then, from there, it's for you now come to the SDS, and they follow through from there, give you a list of orphanages, all the personal work of, you want a boy, you want a girl, what age is followed through from there. So
it's not something that one can just walk into the orphanage and then just go and ask.
I'll get to where you can do that, because I think it's important that if you want to adopt a child, you should sort of develop a soul connection, some kind of connection, just to see would this child fit. I think, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a spiritual job. I have adopted kids of my own, so I think that it's important that you do visit an orphanage and try to develop some kind of connection with the children. So when you go to the SDS, they will give you a list of orphanages to go to, and then you can try to bond with them. Where we could help is where help you try to bond with the child and see which one you're good with. Wow. That's what we've done in the past anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So on average, how many children do you get in a month?
That depends on the government. We hadn't actually gotten any children in like 9 months, and all of a sudden we got 3 last week. So yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And we have more than one orphanage. Now we don't call it orphanage; we call it a home. We take off. We've stopped doing that. We've never called ours an orphanage, it's a home. And for our home in Lagos, we have one in two in Abuja, one in Kaduna, and one in Lagos. We found out that the one in Lagos is doing more rehabilitation of street kids. We're open to orphans. We have a lot of orphans as well, but even the rehabilitation of street kids that need somewhere to stay between when the state determines if their parents are fit to take care of them. So we're open to that as well.
So it's not about the orphans?
It's about the orphans.
Or the kids that maybe a young girl get birth and then she dropped the child. So it could be just any child on the street.
Ma'am, if your parents can't take care of you, you're an orphan. If the parents can't take care of a child, you're literally an orphan. Because there's nobody taking care of you. That's the definition. I think that's what the definition should actually change to in the narrative that we find ourselves in Nigeria. Yeah,
So what are the challenges that you face while trying to serve humanity? I'm sure there are a lot of them.
There's a lot. Moral decadence is one of the worst ones. People are not really looking out for their children, so which is one of the reasons why unmarried births are on the rise, and the poverty in the economy isn't helping. So people actually have their kids. Married couples have their kids and they throw them away. Yes, because of poverty. That's that. For us at the orphanage, it's really funding and getting the right people to help us take care of the children, because now, like I said, it still boils down to moral decadence. The people that you're employing to take care of the children, you can't know 100%. Yes, we do interviews, we check out what their values are, but then at the end of the day, you're not too sure. You can't really say for sure if they actually have the interest of the children at heart or not. Yeah. Then the bureaucracy at the government level, it sometimes turns people away, but we've tried, and to be quite fair, the Social Development Secretariat have been very helpful with cases of fostering and adoption when they come. So,
okay, which brings me to my next question is, so if you are to make an appeal to the to relevant authorities who could help make your operations easier, what will it be?
I think the first thing I would like is more awareness. Let people know that it's not just about adopting children into your home. You could actually foster them. They could come into your home, your family unit, and you could make them feel loved without actually totally adopting them. I think I would like the SDS to make that option available, especially to Muslims, because one of the reasons why a lot of Muslims aren't adopting is because the Islamic faith doesn't actually abide to adoption as it is in the law of the land, but it's very much open to fostering. And I think it would even be easier to actually do the fostering part and monitor and see that people are adhering to the laws as well.
Okay. Do you check on those kids?
Oh, yes, all the time. In our home, we have about 11 mothers, and we have a timetable roster where every weekend there's two people that go, two mothers that go. We don't call ourselves owners, we're mothers that go there, and we check on and we spend some time with the kids, and we check on the welfare of the kids and the welfare of the staff as well.
Okay, that's interesting. So, Mrs. Khadija Fashina, before we let you go, your final words to people out there.
We'll be creating awareness and celebrating as well with all the adoptive parents in the world, and we'll be having a fitness walk starting from Cyprian Equensi Center, that's the Art and Culture Center at Area 10, where we'll walk around Garki and create awareness for fostering.
Interesting. Well, this is a very good conversation, and I believe that people are fostering and adopting these days more than before.
More than before,
yes. Because of this awareness that you people are doing. So, kudos to you guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we've been speaking to Mrs. Khadija Fashina. She is the co-founder of Halal Children Home. And we've been discussing the state of orphanage in Abuja and every other place. So these children need love. We need to, we shouldn't judge them, and we should give them the love they deserve. We'll go on a short break, and Good Morning Abuja continues.